Coronavirus, a visual guide to the pandemic. There are now more than 200,000 confirmed cases, the majority outside China where the virus originated. Europe is now at the center of the crisis, with cases and deaths increasing rapidly in several countries. This series of maps and charts will help you understand what is going on. 1. The virus outbreak is a global pandemic. The rise in the number of daily confirmed cases internationally has led the World Health Organization (WHO) to declare its spread a global pandemic. This is when an infectious disease is passing easily from person to person in many parts of the world at the same time. Coronavirus global cases. The 19th of March 2020. This information is regularly updated but may not reflect the latest totals for each country. More than 80,000 people in China have been diagnosed with coronavirus since its emergence in the city of Wuhan, Hubei province, in December. But there are now more than 130,000 confirmed cases outside China, according to the latest figures from Johns Hopkins University. WHO Director Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has said Europe is now at the center of the global outbreak. In response to the virus's spread, countries around the world are ramping up measures to try to slow it down. Governments have halted flights from virus-hit nations, locked down towns and cities, and urged people to stay at home. President Donald Trump has declared a national emergency in the U.S. and announced travel restrictions on several European countries, including the UK and Ireland, as well as China and Iran. Many international conferences and sporting events have also been cancelled or postponed, including Six Nations rugby matches, Euro 2020 and the Copa America. 2. Italy has the most recorded cases outside China. Italy currently has the most confirmed cases outside China, having overtaken both South Korea and Iran. It has more than 35,000 confirmed cases and a death toll of nearly 3,000. The majority of deaths have occurred in the northern Lombardy region, which contains the capital Milan. Hospitals there are reportedly at breaking point, and retired doctors and nurses have been asked to return to work. The recent jump in deaths comes despite Italian authorities having already imposed stringent restrictions, closing nearly all shops, bars, hairdressers, restaurants, and cafes. Schools, gyms, museums, nightclubs, and other venues have also been shut, and people have been ordered to stay home and seek permission for essential travel. A number of airlines, including British Airways, EasyJet and Ryanair, have cancelled Italy flights until the start of April 3. Numbers across Europe are also rising. European countries have seen steep rises in infections and deaths, and the region has become the new epicenter of the crisis. As well as Italy, Spain, France, and Germany now have thousands of confirmed cases each. Germany's Chancellor Angela Merkel has warned that up to 70% of its population, some 58 million people, could contract coronavirus. However, some German virologists dispute the high figure, suggesting a worst-case scenario of 40,000 cases. Spain, which now has the third highest number of cases outside China, brought in a state of emergency on the 14th of March. In the UK, confirmed cases stand at more than 2,600 and 104 people have died. On Monday, Prime Minister Boris Johnson announced a shift in strategy, urging everyone in the UK to avoid unnecessary social contact, work from home where possible, and stay away from pubs and restaurants. UK outbreak and graphics. How many cases are in your area? 4. China still has the most cases. The number of overall coronavirus cases in China has been rising since January, but has been leveling off over the last couple of weeks. The country still has the highest number of confirmed cases of any country and accounts for nearly 40% of all global cases. Government and regional officials have imposed tight restrictions in a bid to reduce infections, including canceling flights, closing schools and workplaces, and ordering some cities to go into lockdown.